Right then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, do you know what? I'm not going to tell you what town I'm in. What I want you guys to do is guess. Get down in the comments, have a little look at where all the Tim Hortons locations are around the country, because you'll find there are none within about an hour and a half of Dorset. So can you guess where I am today? I bet nobody does. So, well, as you can see, I'm outside a Tim Hortons. Never tried one of these before. Really interested to see what they're all about. Now, this is a Canadian chain, so it's not an American chain come over here, it's a Canadian one. They've got about 6,000 outlets worldwide at the moment, something in the region of 75, 80 here in the UK, and they are planning to expand. Their expansion goal is another sort of 20, 25 locations per year. Franchise model, obviously. Now, what do they do here? Breakfasts, burgers, but they're known for their donuts as well. So I'm here really early in the morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So I'm here for breakfast, but I'm going to get something donutty as well. So it's going to be the usual kind of fast food breakfast fare, I think. Muffins, bagels, pancakes, that sort of thing. Apparently their coffee's really good, so I'm looking forward to that because I haven't had one yet this morning. So yeah, let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? Come on. Right then folks, not that busy in here at this early stage of the morning, but I've got to say, I quite like the vibe of it in here. Much kind of, not posher, but you can tell it's a step up from your regular fast food place. There's nice kind of soft furnishings around, lots of different seating options, not just sort of plastic benches or any of that sort of stuff. Like it. Nice and clean too. So, what have I ordered? Well, first thing I've ordered is one of their coffees. Now the good thing about that right now is that if you order one of their coffees or any of their other drinks, you can actually get one breakfast thing for £1. So what I've ordered is that medium coffee, semi-skim milk, and that comes with a hash brown and a sausage, egg and cheese muffin stack. Now the coffee's £2.69. The other two items there, the hash brown and the muffin, is £1. So that's just £3.69 for them. If you just come for that, I think that's a really good value. I've also ordered bacon and maple flavoured pancakes. I didn't see them cooking pancakes fresh. I guess they're just brought in. Hopefully they'll be better than the ones I had at Denny's. And also an omelette with tomato and herb. So the pancakes are $3.45. The little omelette, $1.75. And like I said, they're known for their donuts. Obviously they do ring donuts with a little hole in, but they keep the hole and they fry those off as well, and they call them Timbits. So I bought a box of 10 Timbits. I'll have a couple of them now, and I'll take the rest home for the kids to eat later on. So, altogether, that's come to £13.18. I don't think that's too bad, considering I've got a few different options there. Let's give it a try, shall we? So I'm going to start with this omelette, and I've got to say, like Tim Horton, who this place is named after, was one of the founders of the place, was actually a former ice hockey player over in Canada, and the omelette kind of has ice hockey puck vibes to it, doesn't it? It's clearly something that's made off-site and warmed up here. So I've gone with the tomato and herb one. There is a bacon one available, but I got bacon on something else, so I just thought I'd try this one, a simple kind of little vegetarian option. And here we go. This is what we're looking at. Tomato and herb omelette. You can see the little bits of tomato in there. Plenty of mixed herbs on the top. And you know what? It smells all right. It's a little dry, but the flavour's okay. The tomato has got a nice little sort of fresh taste to it. The herbs, they're kind of more like a French sort of herb de Provence rather than like an Italian herb mix or something. Nice amount of seasoning in there too. And salt and pepper. And you know what? It's not going to win any culinary awards. I'll say it is a little bit dry looking, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Time to try a slurp of their coffee. As you can see here, Canadian flag on it. Now this is the medium-sized coffee. You can get a small, you can get a larger one than this. I mean, blimey, if you get a larger one than this, what's that, like a litre of coffee or something? So this is just their regular dark roast, medium coffee with a bit of semi-skim milk in. And actually, as fast food coffee goes, that's pretty good. Nice strong flavour to it. Just what I need early in the morning. So, next item, another savoury item here. This is the thing that I got for £1 because I bought the coffee. So we have the muffin here. It's got an egg in there, sausage patty, hash brown, and a bit of cheese, American cheese obviously, brown sauce in there, and it comes with a separate hash brown as well. So doubling up on the hash browns with this. Now, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of a hash brown on a cooked breakfast, but in something like this, I really don't mind it. Again, if we sort of deconstruct it a little bit, the egg, again, is kind of hockey puck, but it has to be, really, to fit inside a muffin, doesn't it? Even at home, if I'm making them, I've got little silicone rings, and I'll put the egg into there so that it's not spilling out all over the side of the muffin. So, it's a fairly chunky little thing, isn't it? Not the biggest in terms of circumference or whatever, but it's a chunky little number. I'm going to have to engage Python mode, I think, aren't I, to, to get into this. Let's give it a try. The sausage in there has got a nice flavour. It is a little reminiscent of a McDonald's kind of breakfast sausage. Very similar, as is the egg, of course. I mean, it's effectively a McMuffin by any other name, isn't it? With the hash brown in there, I don't think the hash brown is necessary particularly. The only thing the hash brown really is adding is a little bit of a crisp texture, and actually I don't mind that. I can't really pick up any flavour from it. The egg, again, has that sort of creamy texture. The sausage is meaty and has a nice flavour, and it's got brown sauce in there. I love brown sauce, so I've got to say, I don't mind it. As fast food kind of breakfast items go, this is pretty good. Is it better than a McMuffin? It is. It really is. The muffin is nice and soft. A little bit of toasting to it, but not so that it's gone hard and crispy or anything. That's a decent item. The hash brown itself, look here, again, nicely sort of coloured, obviously been deep fried. Nice and crispy. Decent little texture of potato inside. A little bland. Could do with a touch more seasoning in there. But it's okay. It's okay. Right, time to move on to these pancakes. So there's 2 pancakes in this little box here. Bring that a little bit closer so you can see the cookery on the pancake. And inside, a good pile of bacon, and there should be some maple syrup on there too. It does look like your kind of generic fast food kind of bacon. A little bit limp, a bit flaccid. But we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Let's get the cutlery back from where I had them on the omelette. So, let's cut into this pancake. We'll get a whole slice of bacon with it and see how it works. I mean, because we've got the 2 pancakes here, you could probably pick it up and eat it like a sandwich, I guess. Maybe we'll give that a try in a minute, see how that works. The pancake feels nice and fluffy inside. Certainly looks better than the one I had at Denny's. Could be a touch warmer, but that might be because I've been waffling on for a few minutes. But the consistency of it is quite nice. It's kind of squishy, which shows it's kind of fluffy in the middle. Yeah, overall, the actual consistency of the pancake I think is decent. You're getting a bit of sweetness from that maple syrup, a little bit of saltiness from the bacon, as always with fast food stuff, it could be crisped up more. Let's try eating this like a sandwich though. That's not bad. A little bit of chew on those pancakes. The bacon, like I say, could be crispier, and that would add to it, I think, texturally as well as flavour-wise. Nice little bit of sweetness from that maple syrup. It's perfectly fine as a fast food breakfast item, I think. Okay, final item we got to try is here, the Timbits. Now, you can buy these in packs of 10, packs of 20, or packs of 50. I mean, who the hell is eating 50 of these? I don't know. But inside, what you get is a little selection of the Timbits that they do. So I think there's 5 different individual ones you can get. There's a honey one, there's one with chocolate, there's a birthday cake kind of inspired one. I think there's like just a regular sort of raspberry jam kind of donut, and an apple fritter one. I don't know which is which. We're going to find out, I guess. Just pick one from the top here. So what this is, it's like a mini donut, isn't it? It's got a nice glaze into it. I think maybe this could be the apple fritter one. We'll see. Let's give it a try. Or maybe not, because it just tastes like a donut. Very nice tasting donut though. The consistency is good. It's not too doughy in the middle. And that glaze is not overpowering. It's quite lightly glazed. I guess on a bigger donut they probably put a bit more on there because it can take it. You've got more dough. It's just nice and lightly glazed. It adds a sweetness without overpowering everything. That's quite good. Let's try one of the other ones. There we go. This one looks like it's got jam in there, so it just looks like a mini little jam donut, doesn't it? Now this pack of 10 cost me $4.29. I think a pack of 20 was $7.99. I can't remember how much the pack of 50 was. So it's not crazy money, but it is a little bit pricey when it's, you know, effectively it's like 2 bites of a donut, and they're like, what, 43 pence each? But tasty enough. See that lovely raspberry jam in the middle of there? That is very, very flavoursome. Really good pronounced raspberry flavour to that. Oh yeah. Do you know what? If I hadn't got all the other breakfast items, I just came in here, grabbed myself a nice coffee and a box of these. Worst ways to spend 20 minutes. One thing I will note, while I'm sat here finishing my coffee, this is like on an industrial park. Like I said, still not telling you what the town is. You've got a guess down below, so you can work out where I am. It's on an industrial park with, you know, Dunelm and Carpetright and a toy shop and all that sort of stuff. And I've seen 3 fast food places here. This one, Tim Hortons, KFC, and Taco Bell. Why would anyone go to either of those 2 when they can come here? This seems a lot better. It's a step up, like I say, in terms of the interior, in terms of the quality of the food. You wouldn't get a Taco Bell if this is next door, surely. Surely. Right then, folks. So, Tim Hortons here in the mystery town. Have you guessed it yet? I bet none of you have. Oh, I'm about to get run over here. Go careful, Greeno. Go careful. So what did I make of this? Do you know what? I thought it was decent. For a fast food breakfast, I think it's a step up on your Mackie D's, that's for sure. Was everything perfect? No. The omelette, a bit dry. I mean, obviously that's something that's made off-site, just comes in and it gets reheated. We know how that works. I think the muffin, with the sausage and the egg and the brown sauce and the cheese, definitely better than Mackie D's McMuffin. Don't think it needed the hash brown in there. Don't think it added an awful lot apart from a bit of texture. The hash brown on its own, yeah, a little bit disappointing. Could have done with a bit more seasoning, a bit more salt on it. The pancakes, not bad, not bad. Again, the usual fast food bacon, so that's not brilliant, is it? We know that. But the pancakes themselves were just fine. You know, not spectacular, but pretty good. The coffee, very nice, very nice. And those little Timbits, oh, they're a treat. They are a treat. So how are we going to score this? Oh, hang on. I can hear seagulls in the background. I must be near the coast. Yeah, in terms of scoring it, it can't be a perfect 5 or anything probably even close to that, if we're honest. There are things that aren't perfect with it, aren't there? But you've got to take into account the price, £13.18. I had a good deal getting the coffee and the muffin and the hash brown for what, £3.69? I think that's great on its own. £13.18 paid altogether for everything there. I mean, that's, you know, 2 people's breakfasts and a couple of little sides, isn't it, basically? So, I think a fair score, about 3.5, I reckon, out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 is fair. Decent enough for a fast food breakfast. But, you know, compare it to a proper fry-up, it's nowhere close to that, is it? Does it get Greeno's green light, though? That's the question. 3.5 out of 5 is touch and go, isn't it, between amber and green, I would say. But do you know what? If we're talking about it in terms of a fast food breakfast, if that's what you're after, this is as good as any I've come across. So yeah, we're going to give it a green light on that basis. Definitely better than the Mackie D's breakfast. And a lot of the fast food places don't even do breakfast, do they? So yeah, I like it. I'm going to come back at some point, not to this one, because I'm a long way from home. But out and about on my travels, I will find another one. And I will try it out for the burgers and all that sort of stuff too. And probably more of the donuts, if we're honest. Right, so that's it from me for today. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. And if you really enjoyed it, why not check around into the vault, see what other videos are there. There's quite a few fast food ones, so there might be something else in there that floats your boat. Subscribe to the channel, ding your bell, all that sort of good stuff. Where am I going to go to next? Well, you'll have to watch the next video to find out, won't you? I will see you then. Bye for now.